Today I fucked up by flashing my professor my homemade porn and barely passing my exam. So while this fuck up happened on Thursday, I'm still absolutely mortified. I'm currently in university in my last year of my second degree, and with COVID-19 not getting any better, all of my classes are completely delivered online. My professor had designed his own website and software for exams for which we have to log into in order to take the exam, separate from our regular university online cloud. The class I'm currently taking with him involves a ton of calculations and handwritten steps that we are to upload for our backup and as a solution. Another important note, I also enjoy posting naked photos and videos of myself online, and I have been for about a little over a year now. So I'm getting ready to write one of my midterms and I'm feeling super good about myself since I studied pretty hard. I log into the website and it asks me all these permissions such as allow webcam access and screen recording, typical of online exams these days. I go ahead and accept the terms and start the exam. I figured I should probably test out the uploading documents button that is at the bottom of the first question. Better to be safe than sorry, right? Wrong. I click the button and the first thing that pops up is my last open folder in my computer, which just so happened to be my NSFW folder where I keep all of my homemade porn and nudes. Not only did these files pop up, but they are on the largest icon setting you could see, and you can clearly see me in multiple positions with my boyfriend's dick in multiple places. I panic and I quickly close the folder. I freak out because I realize my exam is being screen recorded to make sure no one cheats. I'm mortified, and my facial expressions leave nothing to the imagination. I didn't end up finishing all of the midterm. I was too preoccupied stressing about what I'm supposed to tell my professor. Do I even tell him? What do I say? Did I accidentally dox myself to my own professor? Does he recognize me from Reddit? Exclamation mark. It's been a few days and there is no email in my inbox from my professor, but I did end up only getting a 51% on the midterm. I don't know how to show my face in Zoom lectures again, hoping he didn't notice or wondering if he enjoyed the free show. Too long didn't read, accidentally opened my NSFW homemade porn folder during an exam that was screen recorded and stressed out about it so much I barely passed with a 51%. Hey, everyone has their thing. Hold your head up high. Own it like you're the queen bee and whatever to your professor. He probably loved it. Had to log into my other account to post this comment, but it's a welcome surprise too. I was wondering what happened to you. Didn't know your account got suspended. That's a bummer. Skeptical, gotta say. I'm excited to see you've started posting GIFs now, lol. Random question coming from a sheltered cul-de-sac kid growing up. How does your BF feel about you posting nudes online to people who are adding it to their FAP folder? Not criticizing, just curious because most people I know would be uneasy about it. I started posting when I went abroad and we were in LDR. It was a fun way to stay connected and it was his idea actually. You know the most fucked up thing about this post is learning that getting a 51 on an exam is considered passing. If it were engineering, that's pretty high. Former professor here. Unless your professor is stalking you, then there's no way he is putting the time in to watch students write the exam. Especially not if you got 51%. Only if you completely smoked the exam, and I suspect you cheated might I even bother to speed through a recording like that. He smoked shared the exam. Today I fucked up by eating cereal with dozens of dead ants. This happened around a year ago. My girlfriend and I eat cereal every morning. We almost always use separate bowls, but on this particular day we decided to share a bowl. We do it every once in a while, for no special reason really. So we're eating from the bowl and talking when I suddenly see a small black object surfacing and floating on the milk. Quickly reached with my spoon and picked up the black object, realizing it's a dead ant. I immediately became very stressed and alert. You see, I personally don't mind having one dead ant in my food, but I didn't know how my girlfriend felt about it, so I didn't want to ruin our romantic morning, being a fresh couple and all, by having her know about the whole situation. Anyway, I wanted to get rid of the dead ant ant's body ASAP without my girlfriend knowing about it. Staring at the ant in my spoon, hearing my GF talking in the background, my best thinking at the time was to just quickly swallow it. So I did. A few seconds later I see another dead ant, so I decide to quickly hunt it with my spoon and swallow it again before my girlfriend notices. And so it went on. Another dead ant, and another one. And another one. I was quickly catching the dead ants like I was a frog catching flies, trying to the best of my ability to catch them before my girlfriend notices. Started getting a bit sick after the 10th ant, but I kept on going. I must have eaten around 40 dead ants that morning. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to stop. I had no better idea. I was just trying to protect my girlfriend and not to ruin our nice morning. I ended up a bit traumatized myself. Too long didn't read, shared a cereal with my GF, noticed before she did there were dead ants inside, ate them as quickly as possible so she doesn't notice. Ended up eating around 40 ants. I once ate a bowl of Special K strawberry where for some reason they had forgotten the dried strawberries. Additionally there were thousands of black specks that looked like chia seeds. I ate the whole bowl before realizing they weren't chia seeds, and were instead the bugs that had eaten all the dried strawberries. Edit, typo. Pretty soon we'll hear about how the real today I fucked up was when your girlfriend figures out your Reddit username and finds out she was likely eating ants too and you didn't say anything. I'm pretty sure I ate all of them. I don't know if you're the most considerate boyfriend for hiding it from her or just dumb for not being like, oh there are more ants than Fruit Loops in here, maybe I should throw this out. I tried to do good. I didn't want to ruin her mood and morning. I was in panic mode though and wasn't thinking very clearly. Excellent source of protein, mate. Bear Grylls. At least now you're full of antibodies. Today I fucked up, I might get fired tomorrow. Today I fucked up, I work for a pretty big company, I have a fancy sounding title but all I do is answer phone calls. I've gotten pretty cynical because people lie and for the most part I don't let anything get to me. I answered a phone call today and this being a particular policy for the company I work for, I won't specify what this customer was trying to return. As soon as he said what it was, I knew it was a no-go. This guy was telling me that he lost his job due to COVID, he couldn't pay rent or feed his kids, that they hadn't even been able to eat today, that he was hoping to just get a little money and would be willing to take less for it than what it was worth. The guy was in tears and honestly sounded desperate. I put him on hold to give myself time to pull myself together. I then explained policy as nicely as I could and ended the recorded phone call. I then called him from my personal cell phone to offer to send him some money. He was saying no, that all he wanted was to be able to return the item. I explained I would not be able to make that happen but reiterated my offer. He said he doesn't have Cash App, so I told him to add me on FB as I know how to send money on there. He hasn't yet. I'm not sure if he had second thoughts or I might get reported. This is honestly the only time I've ever done anything like this. I just couldn't stand the thought of kids going hungry. Edit, so far, so good. I'm currently at work. I haven't been told anything, so I'm just hoping for the best. Someone mentioned sending the customer some groceries and that should have been what I should have offered instead. I don't have the guy's address and he has not reached out nor added me, so next move is his. Don't want to be pushy either and he has my number so he can definitely let me know if he still wants help. Too long didn't read. I broke company policy and called a customer to offer him money to feed his kids. I'm now worried I might get reported for it. I think you'll be good. I really hope so. So don't tell your employers. I'm not planning on it. My worry is I might get reported for it. Stay positive. You might later say, All that worry was for nothing. I don't let myself worry about things that might happen until it does. If it even happens, then I turn that worry into a positive force and use it to motivate a positive action. If he does report you, you can deny it. It's his word against yours. Keep a cool head. Worry is an emotional burden that can disable you if it's permitted to surface too early. Save it for later when it would be useful. Never apologize for being a decent human. Thank you. Yeah, it definitely helps to write it all out. I'm hoping all of this worrying is for nothing. I worked with someone who once did something similar, except she actually ordered some groceries to be delivered for a customer that called in. She got in trouble for it, not fired, but if you ask me, it was the right thing to do. Fingers crossed for you. I should have offered to do that instead. Hopefully I won't get fired either. I've never so much as missed work. I might get lucky. You're a lovely person with a big heart. There aren't many people around like you.